Nigeria President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has joined millions of sports lovers in Nigeria and across the globe to mourn the death of ex-Super Eagles iconic goalkeeper, Peter Rufai, fondly called Dodomayana, with the president describing the football legend as a great patriotic citizen who hailed from a royal family and brushed aside the glamour and privileges of a royal family to become one of the first set of professional football players in Nigeria and one of the patriotic sportsmen who wrote the names in gold in the annals of sports in Nigeria and Africa continent in general. According to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu in a press release issued by the presidential spokesperson, Bayo Onanuga, and made available soon after the death of Peter Rufai was announced on Thursday evening, Peter Rufai was an inimitable goalkeeper. In quotes, the statement reads, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu expresses great sadness at the passing of legendary Super Eagles goalkeeper Peter Rufai, who was 61. The president condoles with the Rufai family, friends, and football enthusiasts on the demise of the inimitable goalkeeper fondly called Dodomayana by his numerous fans and football lovers all over Nigeria. President Tinubu notes that Peter Rufai would be remembered as one of those patriotic sportsmen who wrote the names in gold in the sporting annals of Nigeria and the African continent. I recall with fond memories the heroic contributions of Peter Rufai in the historic victory of the Super Eagles at the 1994 edition of the Africa Cup of Nations in Tunisia as the first-choice goalkeeper, followed up with Nigeria's equally epoch-making first appearance at the FIFA World Cup competition, dubbed USA '94. Rufai was also a strong member of the team at the subsequent edition of the competition in France in 1998. Having started his career with stationery stores of Lagos in 1980, Rufai was one of the earliest footballers in Nigeria to go professional, playing in many European countries including Belgium, Spain, Portugal and the Netherlands, bringing honor to the nation and opening a new window of opportunities for young footballers in Nigeria, President Tinubu says. After he retired from active football, Peter, a prince of the royal house in Adimu, Lagos, set up the Starroof Football Academy, where he continued to inspire, mentor and nurture young footballers. President Tinubu prays for comfort for all who mourn Rufai's loss and for the repose of Rufai Su. July 3, 2025 was more or less like a Black Thursday for football lovers across the globe as the death of the Nigerian legend comes as a dark day for the global football community. It also coincided with the sudden passing of a Portugal-born Liverpool forward, Diogo Jota, who died in a car crash in Spain alongside his brother. Multiple reports indicated that Peter Rufai passed away in the early hours of Thursday after a prolonged illness, according to close family and friends. A post on the official Super Eagles X page also confirmed the death. Forever in our hearts, Dodomayana. We mourn the passing of legendary Super Eagles goalkeeper, Peter Rufai, a giant of Nigerian football and a 1994 AFCON champion. Your legacy lives on between the sticks and beyond. Rest well, Peter Rufai. Nigeria Football Federation, NFF, in a statement said, "This is really shocking," Nigerian Football Federation's General Secretary, Mohammed Sanusi, said in Abuja. Peter Rufai dead. What happened? I am perplexed. We did not even know that he had been ill. We earnestly pray to the Almighty God to grant him eternal rest, and to comfort all his loved ones as well as the entire Nigeria football family. Many media reported that the superstar goalkeeper, who was in and out of the Nigeria senior team for 17 years, had been ill for some weeks, before giving up the ghost at a Lagos hospital at about 6 a.m. on Thursday. It ruled that Rufai made his debut for then Green Eagles in a friendly match in December 1981, and won the Africa Cup of Nations silver in 1984 and 1988, before Nigeria swept to glory in the continental finals in Tunisia in 1994. He was the first-choice goalkeeper in the three championships. The highly praised goalkeeper also kept goals for Nigeria in the 1994 and 1998 FIFA World Cup finals. The Super Eagles made the round of 16 on both occasions, and dedicated his post-retirement days to discovering and mentoring young players. He also served as the coordinator of the Nigeria under-23 team at a time. Rufai was also reported to be an extraordinary figure at Lagos Club, Stationery Stores, with whom he reached the final of the Africa Cup Winners' Cup competition in 1981. He also played professionally in Belgium, the Netherlands, Portugal and Spain. Born on the 24th of August 1963, in Oshodi, Lagos State, Peter Rufai rose from a royal lineage. His father was a king in Adimu. Pulse Sports reported that despite having the chance to assume his father's throne after his passing in 1998, Rufai chose to remain committed to football, a sport that brought him fame and national pride. Rufai's professional journey began with Nigeria's Stationery Stores and Femo Scorpions before moving abroad to play for clubs in Benin Republic, Belgium, the Netherlands, Portugal, and Spain. His European club career included stints with KSC Lokeren, KSK Beveren, Go Ahead Eagles, SC Ference, Hercules CF, Deportivo La Coruna, and Gil Vicente. He retired in 2000 after a two-decade-long career. On the international stage, Rufai earned 65 caps for Nigeria and was a central figure in the Super Eagles squad that won the 1994 Africa Cup of Nations in Tunisia. He also represented Nigeria at the 1994 and 1998 FIFA World Cups and remains one of the few goalkeepers to score a goal for the national team, converting a penalty against Ethiopia in 1993. In retirement, Rufai founded the Starroof Football Academy in Lagos, mentoring aspiring footballers and giving back to the sport that made him a legend. He is survived by his wife, Michaela Rufai, and children, including son Senbati, who briefly played for Sunshine Stars in the Nigerian top flight.
Osazuwa Connedo, bringing you the news in a more digital way.